Russ. You remember Christine? She's got the new fat mom.
Look at that. You suck at playing poker. Are you excited?
I am.
Now, did you know any of the people you met when you were doing the whole walkthrough stuff? Because I know you bought your Sportster here from us about a year ago.
Yeah, I come in and out for motor clothes. I've put some parts on my bike and
Awesome.
just came to get a service and...
I see that you're good for your 10,000 mile service already in less than a year. That's awesome. You're
Yeah.
a rider.
Well, it's not meant to sit in the lawn, so...
And this is an odometer statement, Christine. Do you really have 9,200 miles on that thing?
Yes, I do.
Get some riding, girl. This next form does a couple things for us. First of all, it's your sales and warranty registration with Harley-Davidson. So what it does is tie that motorcycle to you in Harley's National Computer Registry. That means no matter where you go in the United States or Canada, you can pull into any Harley dealer. You'll be able to pull up your service history, see if you had any recurring issues. You can get warranty work at any Harley-Davidson dealer. It's also going to extend your current hog membership that you got last year for another year that I had to pay any dues. Heck of a deal, right?
Yep.
I'll grab so much. Gil has us go over the warranty with everyone before they purchase, just to make sure there's no preconceived notion. Even experienced riders like you sometimes have misconceptions about what the factory warranty is, so I'm going to cover that with you, okay?
Okay.
First of all, you have 24 months from today. It's unlimited miles. You don't have to watch the odometer, just do it like you've been doing and ride that bike, all right? It is a limited warranty. Harley covers defects and factory materials and workmanship. It's their sole obligation. I want to word that another way so it kind of sinks in with you. If your bike is in the shop for any other reason than a factory defect, probably going to be some money exchange hands. Okay? Your obligation to maintain that warranty is to maintain the bike from the factory recommended service. Okay?
Okay.
This box here is all stuff that Harley specifically does not cover. Like if you missed work because your bike broke down, they won't reimburse you for lost income. They don't provide rental cars, taxi cabs, Uber rides, free lunch, back ribs. I've had people ask me for all those things. Here's what's covered right there. They probably could have saved some paper by just printing them 6 ways. One of the questions ever come up in the service drive that could be an issue, cosmetic concerns that arise as a result of environmental conditions are not covered. Now that's stuff like road salt, acid rain, bird poo, bug juice, tree sap, soda pop, even your gasoline overflow can damage the clear coat on these bikes. I'm not trying to scare you. The products used to finish these Harley bikes are the best available. It's pretty expensive. If you've ever had any paint work done, you know it's an expensive process. It's high quality materials. But with that clear coat, all those things can damage it, leave kind of a ghost image on there. And if you're like me, every time you go by it, you see that, it drives you crazy. It's not. Any questions on that?
No, I think I got it.
All right. Service intervals are going to be the same, or miles, a little bit different though for your bike versus the Sportster. Now you've serviced the Sportster, this is your 3rd time you've had it in there. This one you're due back in at 1,000 miles. That's the end of your break-in period. That's a major service. Now on your Sportster it's about 300 bucks. You're pushing 500 now, just so you know where you're at.
Okay.
You're due back again at 5,000, and at the very least, you have to have it serviced every 5,000 miles to keep your warranty in effect. Now over here in the notes section, I've highlighted all the ones. This corresponds to that statement there. Harley-Davidson recommends all of those services be performed by a Harley-Davidson dealer. They have the trained technicians, they have the specialty tools, they got the computer. But the main thing goes back to your warranty again. If something goes wrong while it's in a Harley shop, I've seen computers fry out, cases get cracked, bolts get broke. It's all covered. It won't cost you a dime. But if you take it to a non-Harley shop or you attempt to do the same thing in your own garage, and the same thing happens, it's not only not covered, it could void your warranty and what you broke and everything connected to it. These bikes are expensive enough. Probably I'll keep them under warranty, don't you think?
Probably.
Now when you buy a Harley-Davidson, you have some entitlements. Doesn't that feel good?
We'll see.
Well, as they told you out there, we were able to get your payment below $350 a month on just the bike. Cool, and that's where we're at right there with that. Now, these are your entitlements. I want to cover each one of those and let you tell me how you want to set things up, all right?
Okay.
The first one is called VIP maintenance. What that does is prepay for 3 years worth of maintenance right up front. It's unlimited miles. It doesn't matter how much you ride, we're going to take care of it. So we service it at 1,000. Here's the extra step. Then we service it at 25, and every 2,500 miles from there. It keeps you well ahead of the factory schedule. If somebody calls you up and says, hey, we're heading to Arkansas, you want to come with, and you're at 4,900 miles, you don't got to wait. Well, do I get a service? Do I go? It's handled. You're ahead of the schedule. We'll pick up or deliver at no charge as well. You'll get one too. It's called a VIP passport. This saves you money other ways. Over in the general merchandise department, you get 20% off. That covers leathers, helmets, jewelry, clothing, things like that. 15% off of custom parts, and you added some of this, so you know that can add up real fast. We cover the battery for a full 3 years. What Gail doesn't want to see happen is people get turned off on riding a Harley, say it's for $250, put a battery in a year-old bike. She's going to cover it. Free tire repair labor, free dyno run, free winter storage. I don't know if you know, but all upstairs is a storage facility. We keep them on battery tenders. There's no dogs or cats or kids upstairs. Somebody's going to door ding it. Great place to keep your bike in winter. We'll give you more for it when you trade it in because it's been well maintained. And you can also transfer it. So if you do, like you did now, and you come in a year and say, I'm going to step up to a CVO, we'll transfer what you haven't used on this bike over to that one. Gail doesn't want you to spend the money that you're not going to use. The whole point of this is to get you out there riding your bike, because the more people that see you riding a bike, more people want to buy a bike, more bikes we're going to sell. Speaking of which, she also doubles the referral fee. So anybody you send in to us that buys a bike, you get a $200 referral fee instead of $100. That can add up pretty quick too. The next one is doubling up your factory warranty. Now it's actually called a service contract. Harley calls it an extended service plan. This covers warranty type issues, but it makes it a breakdown policy. So it does more than double the time. It also eliminates that defect clause. This is a wraparound policy. Starts from day one, free roadside service, free tow-in, free rental while it's in the shop. In fact, if you're over 100 miles away from home when it happens, you have to get like a hotel room, meals, things like that, they pay for that as well. It's the best coverage available. Keeps you safe when you're out on the road, especially when you're in unfamiliar environments. And with the miles you ride, I imagine you get out of town a little bit. The next one's called tire and wheel. As you probably know, on a motorcycle, if you pick up a nail, you get to buy a new tire. With Harley-Davidson Tire and Wheel, it's unlimited. It doesn't matter how many times it happens. If your tire is damaged in any way, free roadside service, free towing, brand new tire. If the wheel gets damaged, brand new wheel. There's no deductible on it. Has the same benefits as this: free tow-in, free rental, expense reimbursement. It's a great way to go. A theft deterrent. We got thieves in Kansas City. They target Harley-Davidson bikes, mainly because they strip them and sell the parts off on them, and there's always money for Harley parts. Nobody pays attention to alarm systems anymore. So what Harley did was partner with a company called Data Dots. What Data Dots does is come in and add a whole bunch of serial numbers on your bike and all the parts that these make their big money on. Kind of makes it worthless to sell to legitimate businesses. But it's a deterrent. Your bike could still be stolen, but if it's stolen and we can't recover with this system, you have a $5,000 cash benefit. That's over above what your insurance gives you or anything else that comes in that eventuality. Paint protection. This is probably the only product in this store that doesn't have a Harley logo on it. It's because we use the best product available. Simonize came up with a chemical, kind of does what wax does, creates a nice glass shield over your entire bike and all the chrome, but it never wears off. 5 years from now, it'll look like your bike was just waxed, as long as it's clean, of course. The cool thing is you get a lifetime warranty. As long as you own that bike, if you ever have any paint imperfections from that stuff we talked about before, or your chrome ever bubbles or chips or fades, it's replaced or repaired at no charge to you. The last one is called gap coverage. This protects you from your insurance company. Let's say an unfortunate event happens, your bike gets stolen. Or maybe somebody backs over in a Walmart parking lot and your insurance company says, oh, we're just going to total it out. Well, they don't call your bank. They look it up in a book. They look it up in a book and say, okay, we're giving you 12, but you owe 15. Guess what? You get to come up with $3 grand to walk away from something that doesn't even exist anymore. I don't know about you, but that would piss me off. With Harley-Davidson Gap Insurance, if that happens to you, they pay that deficit between what the insurance company gave you and what you need to pay it off. They also pay your deductible for you up to $1,000. And then they give you $1,000 towards purchase of your next Harley-Davidson. Could be a huge swing if something like that happens. And you know, it would suck, but at least it's paid off. You got money in your pocket for buying another bike. Does that make sense?
Right.
Right on. Anyway, if you decide to go with everything, that puts you only $425. Now you have other options. If you went with Plan B, you're losing the theft deterrent. When you forfeit that, it drops you down to $409. This package here is kind of your essentials. It covers your maintenance, doubles the warranty time, covers your tire and wheel, covers the gap insurance, has you at $398. And then I did put a budget package together. If, you know, things are super tight, it covers the bare essentials. So maintenance is covered, warranty's covered for 3 years instead of 4, and it has you in the 360s. What do you think's the best way to go for you?
This is like multiple choice. Can we get all of this with that?
That'd be awesome if we
It
could do that,
would.
wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I understand, you see the value there, and you've probably got a budget. Is there anything over here that you absolutely don't want?
I want it all.
Absolutely. I always like to lay everything out again the best I can. You're a return customer. You've done a great job on your first bike. We want to see you when you come back for your third bike. So we're willing to do whatever we can to take care of you and keep you coming back here. But you got other options. You know, you can go a lot of places. I've got an incentive going where I can reduce your rate by 2 percentage points. If I do that, that would get your whole package down to 403. It lowers the other ones as well, but the complete package saves you $22 a month. You think that will work for you?
So it would only be going up $50, about $50.
Yes, ma'am. That work?
That would work. Now, would I have to make this payment like next month, or?
It's going to be due on the 27th, so 2 days after Christmas is as far out as I can go.
But it's after Christmas.
It is after
so
Christmas.
That's fine.
Right on. Initial, autograph, and date right there.
Okay.
All right. Nice job. Congratulations.
Thank you.